Good evening, you guys. I come on here and give you guys a reaction video. I'm basically reacting on Jasmine's live, where she basically, as I say, clickbaits us and wants us to believe that she actually is getting evicted. First of all, my Jazzy life, uh, nobody believes you, girl, about you being evicted. There's a process for being evicted. Most importantly, you always come back with that same storyline. It's either you're getting evicted, you actually need cash outs for your kids, or you get on here with this little song and dance about how the reactors are basically using your content and basically trying to come up off of you. Jasmine, you basically are to the point now you are doing stuff you doing tit for tat. You started out with that little bogus thing where you basically wanted people to believe that you didn't have no type of school supplies for your children. Jasmine, any fool knows that if you're getting evicted, you are not going to be sitting up there with a poker face. No. If I'm getting evicted, I'm gonna have tears streaming down my face. I ain't got time to hold no camera. I'm trying to get somewhere, trying to find some money, and most important, I'm trying to find somewhere to go. You're gonna keep running that mouth and running that thing, little thing that flap around in your mouth, and you're gonna keep doing like I always tell people, it's power in the tongue. In a minute, you're gonna be evicted for real. Now, if you to the point where allegedly you are doing month to month, you need to be trying to get on that device you got and find you a place to go. It's simple. If you were smart, you would downsize and get you an apartment. That's about the only a living that you can bear this at this time. That's not what you need with a family your side, but that's about the best you can do at this point. Now, if you was really smart, you would try to get you a multiple streams of income, preferably two more. You can work from home, do something else, even do Instacart. Get off your tail and stop being lazy. Legendary is older; he can go to daycare. It actually would benefit him. Maybe he would start talking. He would be able to get interactive with other kids, and most important, they will push you to get that baby a haircut. But we ain't gonna get on that baby and his haircut right now. What I didn't like is that you went into another content creator's chat. You actually struck that channel. Let me tell you something, Jasmine. You out here striking these channels. You need to worry about striking out and finding you a job. Did you hear what I said? Striking out and finding you a job. YouTube is okay, but at the end of the day, when your views are in the toilet, you might need to try something else. You got five children. You got a grown child, which is Chris now. Chris ain't pulling his weight, and we can tell. Your edge is gone. You stressed out. It's a lot, girlfriend. I understand. But I tell you what I ain't finna do. I ain't finna struggle with no man in my bed. Now, as far as you talking about you being evicted, cut the crap. You basically want people to actually pull at their heartstrings and basically send you some cash apps. That's basically what it is, girl. I've been watching you for a minute, Jasmine, and I'm on your you know what. If you to the point that you feel like you being evicted, why are you coming on the World Wide Web telling us what you want us to do? Ain't nothing that we can do about it. Ain't nobody calling that landlord. The landlord got eyes, he got the internet, and most important, he probably coming in that house when you're not there because I'm pretty sure he got keys to the property. Now, any fool can see when you go live that you are not keeping that home up like you supposed to be. You got dents all in the refrigerator. You basically did a clean with me, and you got mad and got your feelings because a reactor basically put up the content. She never said anything wrong about what you was doing. I think you in your feelings because you want to strike a certain challenge, but you ain't got the balls to do it. But what you better do if you really smart and want your own challenge is start striking people channels for nothing. Because the other day that can turn around and it can come on you and you lose your channel. Now you better look at them guidelines and you better read it. Now, as far as my little channel right over here, this is my backup channel. You already know how I roll. I got another channel over there, and I'm almost at 800 subscribers. And that's because I don't really post over there. But I'm going to start back posting over there, and I'm going to get the 1K on you. And I'm sick and tired of you sitting up there talking about how to react or speak on you. Stop putting out garbage content and we won't have anything to react on. Because anytime I got a device and I got my mouth and I can talk, I'm going to react on you. Because at the end of the day, Cheryl is enabling you. Chris is your downfall, and YouTube ain't where you need to be. You should be somewhere working. You claim you got a degree, use it. I don't see how you got time to go live with all those kids anyway. I just don't get it. I got one child at home with me, a total of three, and I ain't got time to go live. I ain't got that kind of time, man. You get on live, you be looking disheveled, your hair be all over the place, you be all over the place. Just say you want to cash up, girl. I wouldn't dare get on anybody's internet and ask for no school supplies. There are plenty of places that actually are giving out school supplies to kids close they get to school. And your state is no different. You need to take both of your boys and swallow your pride and go to one of those back to school things and let them cut Aiden's hair, if nothing else. But they might feel sorry for you and cut your baby's hair too. But guess what? You ain't gonna do that because you don't want that baby to look like somebody. And most importantly, you are ashamed of the fact that you were neglectful and the reason why his head is shaped the way it is. Just admit you are a piss poor parent and live in it. Take the L. But if you're smart, you'll quit being a piss poor parent and you will do what's right and make your channel positive. So you get mad at the reactors, get mad at yourself. Now, allegedly, it said you got a lot of CPS cases open. Now, they also said that you might got some federal charges on you. Now, I'm going to say allegedly because at the end of the day, I don't want no smoke with you. And most importantly, best believe you don't want no smoke with me. But with that being said, ma'am, that homeless storyline that you, Wine Glass and Chill, and all the rest of y'all got out there, take that and put it in the trash. Right along with the garbage that y'all be sweeping up on your actual videos. It's okay to have a clean with me, but don't have a clean with me that looks like you ain't cleaned your home in 3 or 4 months, ma'am. You got too many children there that not have no bleach, not have no running water, and most importantly, not keep that area clean. Legendary can get really, really sick in that home if you don't disinfect it. Now you got on live, you basically was waiting on people to hit that cash up. They weren't doing it, girl. They ain't checking for you like that, Jazzy. You messed that up. When you to the point where you did mommy out of gang and you thought that you was gonna retaliate against Chris and all the rest of them, girl, it backfired on you. Now we sat there and watched you windmill over there on a living that didn't work. Now you trying this storyline about you getting evicted. Now, if you are getting evicted, you shouldn't be coming to the well with it. You ought to be telling us when you got a new home tour, because we already know it's coming. But at the end of the day, Jasmine, if you smart, really, really smart, you would do like I asked you to do and get you a multiple streams of income. That way you can pull your children out of there. You can buy you a home. They got first time home buyer programs. I'm the type of person, I ain't gonna let you drown. I'm gonna throw you a lifeline. But if you cut it, that's on you. You can get a home. Section 8 ain't even out of the picture. They have a lot of Section 8 waiting lists that come available. When they come available, you need to get your name on there. And you need to humble yourself and pray to God, and you might get picked. But the only thing about Section 8, you can't take that deadbeat that you call Chris with you unless he marry you. And if you smart, you won't want to marry nobody that don't take care of their seed in the anyway. A man that don't work and don't take care of his seed is not a plus and it ain't a flex, sis. Now your live, I was in there, I seen people basically windmilling you, telling you what it was and giving you good advice, but you kept blocking them. See, you the type of person, you block your own blessing. You're the reason why you're in the predicament you in. Nobody told you to get that house you could not afford. If you had any sense, you would have got you another apartment. But no, you wanted to prove to everybody that you can get a house because you seen Chris do it. Everything you see somebody else do, you can't be doing it, sweetheart. Just because somebody else cross the street with their eyes closed, that don't mean it don't work for you. Because that's basically what you be doing, crossing the street with your eyes closed and wonder why somebody be hitting you every time. Don't get mad because people doing their job, reacting on you. If you're smart, you let the people keep reacting on you, because that's pretty much how you keep your channel. We bring traffic. Bad publicity just as good as good publicity in YouTube world. You see what I'm saying? But if you don't want nobody to talk bad about you, just stop putting out garbage content. Because if you be real with yourself, you'll know nobody comes to your channel but the two things: to laugh at you and watch that train wreck. Because if you was any type of mother, you would not come on camera like that. You wouldn't bring your children on camera like that. And you will feed your children. I'm going to keep saying it. Feed your children. Those kids come on camera, they visibly hungry. I ain't finna never let my children go hungry, baby. If I got to get on the pole, I'm going to make sure mine gets something to eat. You are a piss poor mother, and I am sick and tired of it. You should be sick and tired of it. Then you get on here and be doing these little quick little things where you be trying to show us where you feeding your children and you getting on Instagram, they dragging you for filth. Any fool could see, Jab, you doing that for the camera. If those kids are being fed on a daily basis and given nutritious meals, it will show. Them children be almost about to jack your arm off getting them places, they be hungry. Then you feed them prison meals on prison plates. Yeah, I said it, prison plates. Get those kids some real plates without dividers and feed them. Kaylin don't got no business getting the same amount of food as her siblings. No, ma'am. They should be able to get seconds, thirds, whatever they want to get. Because guess what, ma'am? Those are their food stamps. You get on here, you and Chris eat like kings and queens, and the children eat like peasants.
Yeah, your words. Because we the reactors are not peasants. I know I'm not. Feed your children, get your mess together, and most important, stop striking people channels. Because the ones you supposed to strike, you scared to strike. You see what I'm saying? If you're gonna do it, know what you're doing. But I told that person to fight that strike. Because at the end of the day, you got no business even over there in that chat. Yeah, he was in the chat. You always in the bushes. That's what you do. You ain't got no life outside of YouTube. If they take YouTube away, I don't know what you'll do. But I know what you need to do. Get you a job. Quit getting on here lying. It's okay to clickbait. Olivia do it. If you're gonna copy somebody, at least know what the recipe is and don't be just adding stuff and try to figure out why you come out with something different. If you're smart, you'll turn your channel around, put out positive content. You can use that extra Jazz and Chris and go over there and make quality meals for your kids, but that's too much like right. You over there got Chris over there running it. You need to run it up and find you your happy place and feed your children, and all your blessings will come. See, YouTube is your downfall, but you can't see it. You want to be a YouTube celebrity. You think you basically one of these blog channels with 500 and 600K subscribers and getting 10K subscribers without even really doing that. Ma'am, your following is not what it is. You can run it up on Instagram. People are not checking for you because they see what kind of content you putting out. You do TikToks, you do the most. Well, why are you doing TikToks from a dirty house? I wait. Then your kids are on there basically looking like we need to send them 10 cents a day. Yeah, I said 10 cents a day. Now, if you to the point where you getting food stamps, which you are, there ain't no reason for those children to be hungry. And please cut the crap with those actual lunch boxes that you be buying. You love to buy stuff that divide that food up and pretend like you be sending them children out with quality meals. Those kids are so malnourished, it don't make no sense. Show us a video where you take them to a doctor's appointment. And show us a video where we can see how much Ava weighs. Because we know that baby is very underweight. It's sad that you don't want to feed your own children. They need 3 meals a day, 2 snacks anytime they feel like they want to eat. I bet you I got a challenge for you. Since you're striking China, show your pantry. I bet you won't. Show your pantry and show your bathroom. That's what you need to be concerned about, ma'am. Because those are the 2 places that should be most important to you when it comes to your children. We can see how you living. You worried about a man that ain't caring about you. If you're getting evicted, you telling the wrong people. Tell God first, and most importantly, tell your man. Because get what? You say he pay all the bills. So y'all should not be evicted. Now, if you're using it as a clickbait title like you normally do about you being pregnant, I get it, girl. But it ain't working. Your views still ain't at 8K. You got over 55,000 subscribers almost. See, I am. I try to, wish good things for you. You at 52. But quiet as kept, unless they say your boss is subscribed, I believe it. You can barely keep 4K people watching you over there. You heard what I said, 4K. But yet you striking channels. Girl, you got other things you need to be doing. You got your fish to fry. You need to sweep behind your own front door and get mad at the right people. Now, as far as people doxing you and doing the most and sending pieces to your house, I pretty much I'm here for it. Keep doing those storylines. Maybe that's what you like to do. You ain't got no content. That's your main problem. You ain't got no content. Then you come on camera looking like you and Chris just got out of bed, but we already know that ain't what it is. He got you on a dick diet and you mad. Don't be mad at us, girl. If he got you on a dick diet, then get you a toy. If that ain't working, then get rid of that nigga and get you a real man in the house. And I bet you your edges will grow back. Your children will do better. And most importantly, you have your bills paid, man. I ain't finna hustle bastard and I ain't finna take care of no nigga. And you doing both. And you got 5 children. I don't see how you keeping afloat. That once a month income that you get from YouTube, you ain't finna get me to believe that's enough to cover your bills. You got to pay his car note, your car note. Quiet as kept, they say you renting some stuff in your house. I believe it. Then you got what's called a My Sponsor Life. Everything you get is sponsored. It's okay to have sponsorships, but don't get on this internet and make your children look bad. Your children should be taken care of if that nigga ain't taken care of. That's the reason why you got a child. That's why people come and watch, because of the children. But I tell you what, with the same token, people going to stop watching if you keep doing those children the way you doing them. That's why you getting your karma. If you just tell the people that you overwhelmed, you can't hardly pay your bills. Because you paying a pretty penny to be in that house. Well, if you had to use your brain while you were staying in that apartment, you would have been trying to get your credit right. And most importantly, if you couldn't get your credit right, you still been trying to see what you get on Section 8. A lot of people say Section 8 ain't open, but that don't mean it ain't finna get open. Angela been doing this thing for a minute. She could have been got on Section 8. Section 8 is everywhere. Where I am, they got Section 8 opening, but it's in different cities. So at the end of the day, what we have learned class is that Jasmine is lying, Jasmine is bitter, and most importantly, Jasmine need to get it together. Because I'm going to stay on your neck. I don't care if you don't like it, that's on you. Do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, I ain't finna sit there and see something. I ain't going to say nothing. I wouldn't care if it's just you and that buffalo that you sleep with every night. But it's about them children. It breaks my heart to see them children on the internet and they be hungry visibly. Then you ain't even got no haircuts lined up. You probably ain't got no school supplies. And most important, you ain't got no hair braided or nothing. You know school right around the corner. Get on the Nike app, the Children's Place app, and the Old Navy app, and thank me later. Stuff for those kids ain't gonna cost that much if you do it ahead of time. You know you get paid once a month. That's why you need to be buying in bulk. Now you go on these little stupid holes and you basically want to try to size us up and go in the chats and see what we be saying and try to make a video about it. It's okay to go to Sam, but if a week later we don't see that food no more, what was the point? You don't buy nothing that those kids like. You buy what Chris like and what Legendary like. You feed him like he ain't ate in 5 years every time you feed him. But what about your other children? You got 4 other kids too. Yeah, I said 4 other kids. Chris should eat last. I don't care if he worked 2 jobs. He should eat last. The children are the reason why you get those food stamps. Now, you want to get on here and lie and say you don't get them, but ma'am, ain't no way you're not getting food stamps. You don't like to buy the basic necessities. So how you going to buy groceries? I wait. But at the end of the day, Jasmine, you can feel how you want to feel about it. But as a mother, you should want to make sure your children get fed, get a bath, and most important, they look good on this internet and in real life. I ain't finna ever have my children looking bad on the internet, period. Because I love mine. You should love yours too. It's obvious that Sharon is tired. They say you got open CPA's cases. I'm gonna say allegedly, but girl, that storyline with you being homeless, and then the other video where you talk about your water was on, then was somebody commented, you basically laughed and giggled and told them to mind their business. No, you need to mind your business and stop putting out garbage content and lies. Cause your water off, that ain't nobody's business. There's places to help you, but I already knew you was lying. You hurting for views. You ain't nothing wrong with your water. Only thing wrong with your water, you ain't getting enough of. You ain't using it. You see what I'm saying? You ain't taking enough baths. I can look at you and when you come on that camera, I say she ain't touching no water. You don't even wash your hands when you be cooking. Your hands don't even be wet. I can tell somebody that keep their hands washed, but most time they be dry. Your hands don't even know what it mean to be dry. You don't even do in other words, when the kids go to sleep at night, you don't do none of those no more. You know why? Because you ain't got no routine with the children. Most times you waiting on Hannah to pick them up because you don't want to be a mother to them. If you don't want to be a mother to your children, you need to look within yourself. Because at the end of the day, those children are a reflection of you. It's people out here can't have kids, and you are blessed to have multiples. You got twins, and you treat those children so bad. Ava is basically doing better because she going to school. But Javin, you got to feed that girl. You cannot have her at that house and not give her quality meals. That's where it started. They need to get rest. You can look at Ava like she done worked 12 hours. Bless her little heart. And I'm not talking about her because I don't talk about kids. And Legend need a haircut. You need to get you some clippers or get off of your high horse and go cut that baby hair. It's styles you can get for him that will not make his head shape be as prevalent, meaning that people will see it. It's your own fault that head is shaped the way it is. You might well embrace it. He don't have a hairline because you ain't got one. Your hairline is so almost in the middle of your head, so what you expect? Chris got a little 5 o'clock shadow, and that's just being nice. You on that spraying his balls flat when you need to be in there making some meals. Use the extra jazz and Chris and turn it into a channel for your children and feed those kids. That's my challenge to you. Now, if you put the camera in there on your pantry, I bet it ain't even 1 or 2 shelves that full of anything. You went to sales and just like you did. Your refrigerator right now, I bet it's on E, just like your gas tank. You riding around the city doing the most, you doing everything but making sure your children are straight. You know you got to be ready for school. Then you somebody trying to get evicted. Just keep talking. In a minute, you might be to the point you might about to be evicted. If I was that landlord, I would put you up out of there. Because you are tearing the man property up. You don't even have enough sense to get somebody to cut the grass. You if you that broke, you can't keep your grass cut. You don't even need to be over there anyway. All you doing is bring that man property value down. You already on the internet showing every inch of that man's house. Do you know when people potentially want to buy that house, they're gonna look back at those videos and say, no, we don't want that property. Yes, ma'am. There's a lot of people looking at your videos that probably want to buy property in the area, and that property will be one they definitely don't buy. But see, what you fail to realize, when you be renting properties, that gives you a bad rental history. And you don't need no bad rental history, because at the end of the day, like, you're going to be a renter for the rest of your life because you don't think outside the box. You can come out of this and become a homeowner if you want to, but you got to want it for yourself. Now, as far as Philip is concerned, it like to me he doing what he need to do, but he ain't doing what he ought to do either. But that's for a whole nother video. But I'm on your ass, Jasmine. Feed your children, take a bath, and if you're smart, turn your channel around. And as far as Chris is concerned, we don't care about Chris. Just like Ada said, Chris ain't at work. You at work, and you still need to be hustling. You ought to be getting on the Indeed and finding you a job. They got work from home jobs. They got print on. Print on, baby. Don't make an excuse about how nobody watch Legend. What happened to his Chris side of the family? They can't watch Legend. They don't know nothing about you, do they? Ain't that about some shit, as my mama always say. You are pissed for, your channel is pissed for. If you smart, you take that channel, either turn around or turn that channel around and flush that motherfucker. Because it's already in the toilet, ma'am. Your views are in the toilet. I like to watch your channel and see what you gonna put out there, because I be needing a little laugh and a little kiki. It ain't to come over here and react. I'm just trying to see if you gonna even remotely try to turn your channel around. See, you be trying to emulate people. That's your main problem. You're not original at all. If you're an original, why you want to be a content creator? That's the last job you should want to have. Being a content creator is all about being original. It's about putting out quality content, and most importantly, knowing what your niche is, what you're good at. You are a horrible vlogger. Because when you look in the camera, you're not presentable. You don't speak clearly. And most of the time, you don't have a general subject you even speak about. So why are you vlogging? I'll wait. Now, you keep striking channels and doing what you're doing in a minute, you ain't going to have no channel. You know how many people want you off the internet? Do you know how many people want you on the internet? It got so bad they had a petition going. Then you got on here talking about how you was going to take it at legal action. First of all, you don't took it legal action, you take it. And how you going to take legal action, you can't afford to buy food supply for your children. You got help, but you just want to see who's going to give you cash out. Them people is not making your cash out ring a ding ding, so cut the crap. But if you're smart, you be trying to find you another house. If that's what you want, and most importantly, downsize this time. Stop trying to live above your means. That home you living in, that was somebody make at least 50K or more a year. No, ma'am, you do not make it. That's what you lying and telling people, but I know you're not making 50K, even with 3 monetized channels, because you barely post on Extra Jazz and Chris. You ain't really getting that many channels on your main channel. And my Jazz Up Life barely get 1K. That means that not even a third of your subscribers are watching you. If you want to emulate somebody, go over there and watch McKenna. Watch her, Army Barbie. It's some other channels, but I ain't gonna keep name dropping. There's a lot of channels you can emulate if you want to emulate somebody. Emulate and do something positive on that channel. Because I like a train wreck now. Don't get me wrong, but don't get mad when somebody posts that train wreck. You see what I'm saying? I knew that you would. But you guys, I appreciate you actually for tuning into the live. But I had to get it off my chest. It took me a minute. I had a lot of work going on. I got a lot of family issues going on, as well as why I have not been posted. But those of you that know me, that are day ones, I appreciate the support on the channel. Those that watch my main channel, thank you for the support over there. I will be going back posting over there. But this channel right here, I have to admit, was not supposed to be a reaction channel. It was going to be an ICE channel, but with me getting a promotion at work, I don't have a lot of downtime in order to actually commit to the ICE therapy channel, meaning that I was going to do the ICE and eat over here. But it's not to the point that I won't do it. It might be something I might do at later times. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I see you guys on the next one. Have a great rest of your evening.